Good morning, it's Bev at Planet Crochet. This morning I'll be doing a tutorial on how to do a solid granny square. I've done a tutorial on this one, the traditional granny square. I'll leave a link below for that. You start both squares exactly the same. If you've watched my traditional, you'll know how the middle starts. I'm going to show that anyway. What you will need to make a square is some yarn and a corresponding hook. Now on the band of most yarns, cottons and wools, you will get information, and it usually has a cross on, which is the knitting needle, and usually a crochet shape. If you don't get the crochet hook, don't worry, just go with what it says for the knitting needles. It's usually the same. Here it says 4mm for both, so that's what I'm going to use. I use clover hooks. You can buy these from Amazon. Most shops that I know of in the UK don't sell clover all the time, so definitely look into those on Amazon. Let's get started. To start, in the middle, do a magic circle. How you do a magic circle? I'm right-handed crocheting, so with my left hand I drape the tail of the yarn at the beginning, hold it with my thumb, take the yarn over, you'll do a cross, but turn your hand over. You got 2 loops. Put your hook under the first, grab the second, pull up, and then pull your yarn through, and that forms a chain. And there you go. Let's put this down. There's your magic circle. So this is the beginning of your yarn. You can pull that gently to just pull the circle in a little ways. There you go. Now if you're new to crochet, you may hold your hook this way. I hold my hook this way, like a pencil. You want 2 more chain. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That classes as a first treble. You want 2 more treble. Do a treble, yarn over, go into the circle, grab the yarn and pull up. 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the 2. And same again, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You want to do 3 chain, and this is the corner where the holes are, gets you on the next side. I will say we're working in the round, even though it's not a round project, it's a square one, but it's because you go round and round and you join at the beginning. So turning the corner for the next side, you want 3 treble. It's getting a little bit warm here in Yorkshire, so my hand is a bit squeaky. As you go around, you can just pull your circle a little bit tighter. Chain 3 for the corner. Turn your work slightly and 3 more treble. You want to do that 1 more time. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. And again, the last 3 treble in the magic circle. And you've nearly completed your first round. Last 3 chain. And you're going to join 1, 2, 3, your 3 chain, you're going to join at the top. A little fiddly. Grab the yarn and pull it through, and then pull it through the loop on your hook. And there you go, you've joined your first round. Now at this stage I pull the tail a little bit more, but not all the way closed. I'll do that at the very end when I've finished the square. Now to continue, you don't turn your work. With the traditional granny, you turn your work each round to keep it square, as I found out to my detriment on a project once. With the solid, you keep the right side facing to you, and that's the wrong side. Can you see the difference? Wrong side, right side. It takes practice to get your work neat and even. Tension is the key, so you need to practice, unless you're one of those very clever people and you can just do it straight off. It took me a while. Chain 2. Now you may say, why Bev have you only done chain 2? You did chain 3 at the beginning, at the first round. Now I found, personally, there's the join all the way up. Now if I did 3 chain at the beginning of the second and subsequent rounds, I found the extra chain bunched up and it made the work look awful. It just stood out too much. I did it for years, quite a few years. I've been crocheting, as I said, 9 years, and I did it for quite a while until I just practiced. And when I was doing a project of my own design, I thought, I don't like chain 3, I'll do 2, but do it a little bit looser. So it's not the same tension as your beginning, but it's just got a little bit loose, a bit longer stitch, chain if you like. And then your treble goes into the top of your next stitch. So the top of a treble, I'll just show you. It's really hard to show on camera. You have, it's like a V. You need to make sure you go through the back, front and the back loop there. You can always take your work out and do it again. So you want yarn over for a treble, go in the top of your stitch, 3 loops, yarn through 2, yarn through 2. Now in the corners, you do 2 treble, and then you do 3 chain, turn you the corner, and 2 treble. Oops, a daisy. You do 2 treble, 3 chain, 2 treble. In a traditional, it's 3, 3, 3. I just pull my work a little bit in the corner, because if you have a count that's off, usually it's your first stitch you miss, especially when you start out. And each round on each side is an increase of 4. So if you're new to crochet, I suggest you count after every round and check your work, because if you keep doing rounds and then you or a stitch out, go back each round on each side, and more than not you've either put 1 less in the corner, missed the first stitch, or you've put 1 too many. And it's always an odd count on each side. Two treble, chain 3, turn your work, you're just going around the corner, 2 treble, and then just pull it a little bit. Don't forget your first stitch on the side, 1 treble in each stitch, and then your corner. This is your last corner, 2 treble, 1, 2, 3 chain and 2 treble, and then you join exactly the same you did on the first round at the top of the 2 chain. Pull through both loops, there you go, and then you've got 1 loop left on your hook, and you can go as many rounds as you like, but that's the principle of a solid granny. Now I'll do some more rounds off camera and then I'll close the video. I was going to do a few rounds, but I've given up. I've just done one more because I'm going to take this out and pop it back on the ball of yarn. But that's the principle of a solid granny. You can keep going round and round as much as you like. You could change colour. If you want me to show you how to do that on here, leave a comment below and I will definitely do it. It's easy, it's not as hard as you think, especially as you're new to crochet. It's not hard at all. Also, if you have any questions how to weave in the tail, leave a comment below and I'll show you how to do that. I'm not sure, I have done that on odd videos, but I haven't done just a simple tutorial how I do it. It's not how you should do it, but it's how I do it. And again, I've come unstuck when I've not. I copied a video and it's come unstuck on fortunately, we're a family member whose blanket it had come open on. But I can do a tutorial on that and how to weave in the beginning end. And that's why I recommend leaving a good 6 to 8 inches. I didn't mention that, but definitely. If you're just practicing, you can take it out and redo it again. Get your tension right so you can see it looks pretty neat that I've done mine, and it's because when you practice and practice, your tension, you get your own tension. You get the way you hold your hook, the way you hold your yarn. Again, I was watching videos and the ladies, mainly ladies I watched, they was wrapping the yarn in the fingers and I tried it, I couldn't do it. So you hold hook and yarn what you feel right, obviously if you're left or right-handed. So you just do your thing. But you do need your tension, something like, because if it's off on a pattern, like I say, you can go up hook size or down a hook size, depending on what your tension is, especially with garments. I have a few tutorials for garments. If you want to head over to those, again, in my playlists, I have patterns and basics and other things as well. So just head over to my playlist and have a look around. Thank you again for watching. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It does help me out a lot. I've been doing this now for 3 years and I've got 1,500 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. I didn't think I'd get that. I'm really appreciative of every one of you. So if you're coming back, thank you again. I'll catch you again on another video. For now, goodbye.